Hey everyone, it's Steph Mish and welcome back. Today we're diving into a crucial topic for understanding relationships. Have you ever dated someone who seemed amazing, but had some odd insecurities or boundary issues? They might have been raised by a narcissistic mother. For example, Mark's mom always criticized his appearance, making him insecure about his body. Or John, who could never say no to his mom and now struggles with boundaries in relationships. These are just a couple of examples. Throughout this video, we'll explore 8 common signs you might be dating a son of a narcissistic mother. By understanding these signs, you can approach your relationship with more empathy and support. So grab your coffee, tea, or wine, whatever your drink of choice is, and let's get started. Let's talk about Mark again. His mom constantly put him down about not being athletic enough, leading to deep-seated insecurity. Fast forward to his adult life, and Mark is dating Sarah. Sarah adores Mark, but he's incredibly insecure, especially about his body. He fishes for compliments constantly, and even when Sarah reassures him, it's never enough. This need for validation stems from his childhood. Because he never received genuine affirmation from his mother, he's left with a void he tries to fill with external validation. It's essential to remember that while you can offer support, you can't fix his self-esteem issues. Healing those deep-seated wounds is a journey he needs to tackle himself. Let's move on to John. John's mom was the queen of guilt trips, making him suppress his own needs to avoid conflict. Now, in his relationship with Lisa, John has a hard time saying no, especially to his mother. He might lend his mother money he can't afford or rearrange his schedule to accommodate her whims. This inability to set boundaries strains John and Lisa's relationship. Lisa feels like she's playing second fiddle to his mother, and John feels trapped. It's a vicious cycle fueled by years of manipulation and emotional conditioning. Now let's introduce David. David's narcissistic mother had sky-high expectations, and nothing he did was good enough. Growing up in this hypercritical environment, David internalized his mother's voice. Now, as an adult, David is his own worst critic, always focusing on his flaws. He might beat himself up over minor mistakes or downplay his accomplishments. This relentless self-criticism damages David's self-worth and creates tension in his relationships. His partner might feel frustrated by his inability to accept compliments or celebrate successes. Let's talk about Michael. Michael's narcissistic mother used affection as a reward, conditioning him to seek validation from others. Now, as an adult, Michael goes above and beyond to please everyone, often at his own expense. He might overcommit to work projects or constantly accommodate friends' plans. This need for approval stems from his upbringing, where his mother's love was conditional. As a result, Michael never learned to value his own needs or set healthy boundaries. He constantly seeks external validation to fill the void left by his mother's inconsistent affection. Let's talk about Daniel. Daniel's narcissistic mother was a master manipulator, leaving him deeply insecure and distrustful. Now, as an adult, Daniel struggles to trust others, especially in romantic relationships. He might have difficulty opening up, fearing his vulnerabilities will be used against him. He might overanalyze his partner's words and actions, searching for hidden motives. This distrust stems from his childhood, where his mother taught him that people couldn't be trusted. He learned to protect himself by keeping his guard up and questioning everyone's intentions. Now, let's talk about Christopher. Christopher grew up in a household where conflict was to be avoided at all costs. His narcissistic mother ruled with anger and manipulation, teaching him to suppress his needs. Now, as an adult, Christopher is conflict avoidant to a fault. He'd rather sweep issues under the rug than engage in healthy disagreements. This pattern can be incredibly frustrating for his partner, leading to communication breakdowns and resentment. Let's talk about Ethan. Ethan's narcissistic mother was emotionally unavailable, teaching him to suppress his feelings. Now, as an adult, Ethan struggles to connect with his emotions and express them to others. He might come across as distant or emotionally shut down, even when he cares deeply. This emotional unavailability can be painful for his partner, who might feel neglected and unseen. Finally, let's talk about Benjamin. Benjamin's narcissistic mother controlled every aspect of his life, leading him to develop a need for control. Now, as an adult, Benjamin tries to micromanage his relationships. He might control his partner's appearance, social calendar, or career choices. This need for control stems from his upbringing, where autonomy was stifled. However, this behavior can be suffocating for his partner, who might feel like they're walking on eggshells. So, there you have it, 8 common signs you might be dating a son of a narcissistic mother. Remember, these are just patterns and tendencies, and not every individual raised by a narcissistic mother will exhibit all of these traits. Recognizing these signs can be incredibly helpful in understanding certain behaviors in your relationship. Have you ever dated someone who exhibited these signs? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more relationship advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.